Hello, and welcome back to the fourth episode now of Penumbra, rather drunk Penumbra. I've actually been substantially pre-gaming more than usual at this point. Today I am actually drinking, well, a bit more top shelf than usual, whereas last few times I've been drinking pretty shit tier gin. This time I am finishing up a decanter of Johnny Walker Blue Label, which can't really speak for your area, but in my current area goes for about 220 US dollars. You guys can do the currency conversion yourselves. I can't be bothered to do that shit. But I'm about 3 tumblers worth in, all of them filled to about this size. Last time we made some nice progress. We discovered absolutely horrifying corpse geometry with the dogs. We got the tunnel opened, and more importantly, and most recently, we got the generator started, which turned the power on. So now, it is time for us to see what horrors lie in the mine beyond. Because if I remember correctly, last time, I heard dogs. I don't know what that flash is all about, but it was also brought to my attention by one of the viewers, and I want to thank you personally, Abigail, that what I previously thought was dynamite was in fact flares, which really just makes me look like even more of an idiot, but hey, I can just blame it on the alcohol at this point.
Good day, can you hear me?
Yeah?
Well, I hope that your ears are working better than your tongue, so that you might use them to listen to my words. You have turned on the light at the end, beginning and middle of the tunnel, but some things remain shrouded in darkness. My Morse message I hope has helped, but what you need now is to the wall hole to the right of the fence. Oh, go now, there is no time to explain. Well, in fact, time is one of the few things we have in abundance down here. What surprises are spoiled by such catty curiosity.
What the hell is going on down here? God damn it, this radio's useless. Who was that? I don't know, but they did manage to get at least something approaching a Greenland accent. Probably prevented access to the mine proper out of working hours. Something like that won't open without power. It's a propane gas canister. Highly pressurized. Okay, but like I've turned the power on now. That is an odd dog sign. I'm genuinely curious as to how to open the gate now. So that's 4 dots, 2 dashes, 3 dots. Okay, so my initial assumption in the previous episode was wrong then. It is not, in fact, an SOS. Give me a second here. Okay. Okay, well, looking at the Morse code alphabet and listening to how often this changes, I have absolutely no idea what it's trying to say. So, if any of you in the comments happen to know anything at all about Morse code, and given the fact that I'm assuming anyway, you are both sober and possessing of a code for Morse code in addition to the usual ability to rewind and replay, please do tell me what that means. Wait. Wait. Is that maybe supposed to be the entrance code? So 5, 7. Five, 7, 3, 8. Okay. Let's try that, because looking at the Morse code alphabet, that looks like 5738. Okay. My... 5, 7, 3, 8. Haha! Okay, I know what I was doing wrong the first time then. You get the... Nope, 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 nope. I'm not letting you get away. You... I'm killing you. We are going full Chinatown on this bitch. Anyway. So, what I was saying was, my first time looking at that Morse code alphabet, I wasn't factoring in the fact that Morse code actually has a separate thing for numbers. I had only been looking at the letters. Okay, so let's take a look at my health. Wow, this place is bigger than I thought. I feel like a rat caught in a maze. I just hope I have a longer life expectancy. Well, I mean, technically speaking, yes, humans do have a much longer life expectancy than a rat. Okay, so the key panel, so I'm right at that circle. The problem is, I don't think I can get past any of these doors. Wait. You know, it was probably a bad idea to do a playthrough of a puzzle-based horror game while drunk. You guys have probably seen multiple instances of my judgment being impaired due to alcohol consumption. But this is definitely the most, what's the word? Readily apparent, that's the phrase I'm looking for. This is definitely the most readily apparent situation for me. I had the pickaxe out, which I should know by default means that I cannot interact with objects. And yet I continue to drink.
My memory is like something with a great many small holes. We shall be needing to perform some minor demolition work so that we might one day meet again. For this task, we shall require the use of a large, earth-eating metal monster, and that monster is thirsty for juice from the place where things are kept. By the way, you can call me Red. It's not my name, you understand, but I am sure you will agree it is a name rather similar to a cardigan. Fetching when worn correctly.
What? Ah, get stun locked, bitch. The fuck was that? Excavation. I'm guessing we need to go more towards the tool shed. Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot. This doesn't actually pause. God, but you are absolutely fucking horrifying to look at. Please tell me I have some painkillers. I do not have any fucking painkillers left. God damn it. Wait. Do I automatically recover health after I kill an enemy? What? I'm sorry. Can you fucking run that by me again? I've jotted down a note just in case. Damn, I can't get this door open.
Those holes in my mind are increasingly gaping. You cannot breach the inner sanctum of the place of storing. The entryway is blocked. So what if the squashy material between my ears is squashier than most? I may not be perfect like a hanging picture, but my words are wise and backed up by time. A pox on both your brain cells. Try as I may, you must think that I deceive you with my admittingly cunning ways. As far as my eye has seen, our rocky grave extends, and yet you cast away my hope like you would a puppy, freshly rolled in its own feces. I hope that your warped sense of morality is better company than I, because now it is all you have left.
I'm sorry, what? Dude, I'm
sorry. Sometimes my emotions are like a disobedient pet. Uncontrollable and often rolling in shit. Better safe than sorry, they say. But I think we are both sorrier than we are safe. A tunnel lies between a nearby watery cave and the place where things are kept. Take the second right from the closed door, and you will find what you seek.
Second right from the closed door. Okay. Well, okay. Well, you at least got that analogy down, Pat. I hear enemy music again. Do I have to kill another motherfucker? It's not that way. Yeah, I hear you, asshole. You're down this way. Come fucking get some. And eat my ass. Okay, so it has to be that my health refills after each encounter. Otherwise, I should be, like, critically low on health right now, if not just outright dead. Door's barricaded, but what happened? Whoever blocked it from the other side. That's to the auxiliary shaft. But what about the tool shed? Oh, okay. Tool shed's this way. Okay. It's a cement mixer. No wonder why it wouldn't still be working. That's a saw. Hey, there's a note. Xeno Report 66B, Phase 9, Anno 9002, Anno Domini 1992. Filed by Chief Attending Xeno Officer for the eyes of the leading installation officer only. Leader. Unlike the other findings, 66B appears to be of manufactured rather than natural origin, and so warrants additional interest and, need I say, security. The bulk of Substance 63 was discovered only 6 yards from where Artifact 66B was buried, and appears, at least in part, to consist of a solidified form of 63, with a number of operable appendages. The artifact emits a low level of light from a seemingly inexhaustible energy supply, suggesting its origin is indeed as was suspected. Okay, but then what was expected? Of course, the ramifications of this fact are clear, and appropriate measures are already being taken. Progress is becoming enlightened as to the purpose of the device, if indeed it served a purpose in the traditional sense at all, has been slow. Following protocol to the letter, I assigned my secondary officer to the artifact on Phase 7, only for him to go missing the following day. He eventually returned to the site from a previously uncharted area of the mines, presumably having discovered a new route, avoiding cave-ins. At this stage, we can only assume what transpired, since he remains in a state of disorientation. Far be it from me to question the decisions of the elevated caste. Wait, there's a caste system? This has to be some sort of fucking religious cult going on here. Because caste, that is, like, outside of the Indian, like, geopolitical, socioeconomic statement, that just reeks of some sort of religious affiliation, and that has to be cult. But I am struggling to understand the necessity of conducting standard scientific testing in this case. I, of course, have full faith in the abilities of the research team, put together and sent here by my immediate superior. I simply wonder whether their time might be better employed on the main site. Nevertheless, it is comforting to know that the actions of every member of the organization are carefully choreographed and controlled by those far outranking myself, both in stature and wisdom. And with this in mind, I feel fully justified in filing an official request. I'm sorry, what? Okay. In filing an official request for further manpower. We have already lost a number of workers to unforeseen events, largely while engaging in the studies mentioned earlier, and further investigation of the area calls for volunteers to carry out tasks altogether too hazardous in nature to risk the well-being of more elevated organization members. In particular, the tunnel system above the secondary site requires immediate cartography. Okay. So we have some sort of, okay, a flare. And batteries! Fuck yes! Comm reading. No. Did it already put batteries in my... I think it already put batteries in my... yes. But anyway, so we apparently have some sort of organization, and I'm guessing religious organization going on here. And if I understand correctly, they are to blame for what's going on here. Huh. Okay. Alright. I will be right back. Cut!
One eternity later.
Okay. Now, where was I headed next? Okay. So that's where that is. Let's try going... Wait. I think I just went in a circle. Okay, let's try going to the tool shed then. Wait, no, this is towards excavation, god damn it. Okay. That is indeed an excavation shaft, sir. Piercing white light. Still not enough to illuminate the whole room. The supplies in this box look military. They can't be more than 20 years old. These rusting hooks are designed to hoist thick cables, but they'd probably hold a good deal more weight. It's the shorter piece of the fractured ladder, lying on a bed of scattered metal splinters. There's a draft coming from that dank-looking hole up there. All the same, it's hardly inviting. In fact, it's the complete opposite. That must be the tunnel leading to the storeroom. It's pretty high, though. For better or for worse, it looks like I can climb up into the tunnel room. I'll need to get up pretty high to get a good something. The rock itself looks as if it's given up on life and begun to decay, like the rest of this place. This could have been damaged when I got the power on. Hey, another note and a save point. The test substance continues to defy identification. Both chemical and xeno investigations failed to produce meaningful results. Testing continues. Test 102, bromine test, normal, pH 5. Hey, I recognize pH. That judges how far into either the acid or base spectrum something is. If I remember correctly, I know 7 is neutral. 7 is like, that is pure water. If I remember correctly, base is below 7. So the closer you get to 0 from 7. And acid is the further away from 7 you get in the opposite direction. I might have that reversed, but I'm pretty sure I got that right. Test 103. Acid amide test. Negative. Test 104. Ammonia NH3. Negative, unreactive. Test 105. Hydrochloric acid solution. Negative for sulfate, sulfide, and chlorate ions. Test 106. Standard hallucinogenics. Mild intoxicant. Tests abandoned due to most test subjects suffering massive internal hemorrhaging within 1 to 2 hours. That's not good. Test 107. Positive/negative metal cations? What the fuck is a cation? Okay, Google. What is a cation? Cadian. Okay. It's a positively charged ion. For example, one that would be attracted to the cathode in electrolysis. Hey, I know about cathodes in electrolysis. I actually did that for an electrolysis experiment for my 8th grade science fair project. Now, I failed that project miserably. I got a 14%, but that was because I am a chronic procrastinator to my own detriment. But, yeah, the cathode, if I remember correctly, is the negative terminal in electrolysis. Okay. Test 107, positive, negative metal cations, incomplete. So they were trying to do electrolysis on that. Test 108, human hallucinogenics, incomplete. Testing of the gaseous fog has been considerably more successful. It appears to be a harmless blend of sulfur, chlorine, and aromatic amine, which gives it the floating visual effect. Please note that harmless here is used in the xenochemics sense. It is harmless insofar as we have identified it, and so can take the necessary safety measures. If directly ingested, it would naturally be lethal. Test 159, and there are some big gaps here. Potassium dichromate paper, positive for sulfur. Test 161, litmus test, negative for all but chlorine. Test 301, hydrochloric acid solution, positive for aromatic amine. Work continues on the issue of transporting this substance. So far, removing it from its dormant location causes its base state to radically change, producing massive heat to the detriment of 3 workers, one of whom is no longer operational due to his injuries. Following heat dissipation, the substance appears to turn dead, unreactive to every test we have the equipment to run. The prevailing theory is that somehow the disruption of the material causes it to enter hugely accelerated chemical decay. We estimate its half-life to be approximately 0.4 seconds. Fun fact about half-life. Having a half-life means that something, basically any radiological compound or element, if it has a half-life, it is mathematically impossible for it to completely decay into a non-radioactive either compound or element. Now, it can decay into something where, in terms of statistically speaking, it is harmless, but mathematically speaking, it and technically speaking, of course, it is still radioactive. I always thought that was interesting. Anyway, let's save, because the man's still clutching, still hooking for what? Before him lies metal, jutting awkward from earth. A hatch, a portal, a hole, a door, unfamiliar text. Who are these figures huddled around? What secrets are hidden behind the faces of men? I felt something that time that I didn't feel before. But I'm sure it's always been there. It's as if a small part of me is still trapped inside that artifact. It's a big fat plane of rock, probably used for loading. Almost looks like some kind of altar. Okay, but like, where did I see that? Oh, this is where I saw it. But anyway. Looks like some kind of excavation. Although, not like any mining operation I've ever seen. I don't know where that mist is coming from, but I don't fancy getting any closer to find out. Fuck you! I want to get closer. What's going on here? Nothing? Absolutely nothing? Okay. Aha! I think I've got it figured out. Nope, never mind. Nah. Wait. So I'm guessing I'm gonna need something to fuse that with. Okay. So that's 4 doors now. Down. So we got the tool shed. Actually, no, 5. Because we got the tool shed, we got the storage, and we got the 2 entrance doors. And then we also got the excavation. So yeah, that's 5. So what's up here? I am really glad that I can take out these dogs. That is a massive load off, not having to worry about those fucking 4-legged abominations. Give me a second. I can sprint. Holy shit, how did it take me this goddamn long to figure that out? So I think that's the tool shed there. No. Okay, but where was this dog at? I want to see if that, frankly horrifying corpse geometry is still a thing. Well, if I have to cut, I will do so. Lots of these around. Lots of what around? Scaffoldings? Okay. So anyway, after doing a quick once over here, I'm willing to bet that once you leave an area, any corpses of monsters you've killed disappear. It's about the only thing I can think of. Just because I can't find fucking anything. Why am I this goddamn retarded? It's a long way down from up here. I hope it's sturdier than it looks. It's not that long, though. Long enough to damage me, but that's kind of damage outside of battle is kind of a moot point anyway. God damn it, how long am I going to have to do this? But anyway, it seems to me that those monsters are their corpses disappear when you leave an area. Although that wouldn't make sense to me, because I'm pretty sure in the last episode I left the area multiple times before I discovered that absolutely Lovecraftian nightmare that was the one dog in the right next to the tunnel I needed to blow up. The one that was like all crumpled in on itself. Fuck me! Okay, so the bad news is that wasn't the correct solution to the puzzle. So let me find the actual map so I can reconcile what's going on here. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There has to be a way to get past that gate then. Because that's the only gate left that doesn't require some sort of key or key item to get past. Unless found a great door leading deeper into the complex, but it's barricaded with a piece of wood from the other side. Need some way to shift it. We found what I think is the storeroom, but it's blocked from the other side. Need another way in. Beyond the fence to the right, there should be a hole, or perhaps an access point to reach further into the mine. I really should have kept up with this, like, as it happened, because I have no fucking idea where I'm supposed to, like, which one of those I'm supposed to tend to first. Oy vey. Excavation. I think I was here? Yeah, I was here. this is about the only place I could... So everything's still here. Exactly the way I left it. I did have dynamite. What the fuck am I supposed to use that goddamn padlock for? Alright, we're gonna pause right here while I figure this out. I'll be right back. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. What is the padlock used for in Penumbra Overture? Cut back in after this. Well, a quick search that shows that even today, as far as I could find anyway, nobody's quite sure what this padlock is for. It's an old padlock, sure, but it still works. Like, all I can think of is, like, for example, in terms of the main, like, in terms of the frictional forums, from what I could find, most people think that the meaning is symbolic. Longer piece of this ladder has been shattered by something strong enough to rend metal in two. I have no idea. These lamps are much newer than the rest of the mine equipment. What the absolute fuck? Wait. Did I just figure something out? Because I swear to God, if I just figured something out, I'm going to be angry. Ah, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! God damn it, I'm fucking retarded! How did I not fucking see that earlier? Now I've got no choice but to move on. What's made this tunnel is home to clearly what made it unstable as well. No! Fuck you! Fuck off! Fuck off! What? Made it unstable as well. I hope these came from Animal, but I have my suspicions. I need to get out of here. We're gonna do that. Just because I know spiders come out of there. Oh no. I may have fucked up. Broken paraffin lamp. Highly flammable. Fuck. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, so that is an enemy that I can't fight. I can barely see the paraffins in my eyes. What? I'm sorry. Fucking what? Okay. I think I understand what's going on here. Maybe. Okay, I'm onto your fucking...
Find yourself in the wandering cave of conversation space, with a tunnel above you from times ahead. In this tunnel, for both our sakes, be careful, not curious. I have already spoken to you about the cat, and repeating myself is not only out of the question, but out of the window and climbing down the guttering. There are spiders in the tunnels that love to suck on the humid fluids, so do not disturb the walls. They are fragile like the china vase in the hooves of the bull.
Looks organic, but it smells highly acidic. I know what this tiny pepper is. Sounds like rock is still moving, though. Okay. Oh, shit! Holy fuck! This entire goddamn area is just fucking trying to kill me. Please don't kill me, sir. Oh, no. Ooh, Lordy. Yeah.
There should be some insect repellent in that red and white cross box in that room. Just in case those spiders found your flesh delicious. How does my brain flesh know your fluids are leaking? Because the red tricked you. The spidery tunnel was far from a necessary evil. More so, it served as a well-deserved punishment. You thought my mind had been lost to the ravages of time, but poetic justice is struck with a sonnet and an eight-legged baptism of fire. With justice now served cold, I hope that we can be good friends. Now reclaim the key and go-go juice, and find a way to the mining monster.
You motherfucker. Red spoke of a key and some go-go juice. You You tried to get me killed, you absolute motherfucker! Fuck you! This must house the interior ventilation system. I'm actually mad now. This motherfucker actually tried to kill me. Where does this lead to? Wait. Store. That's the storage room. I really don't know what to make of this guy. The vent system must snake all over the storage bay. Looks like a tight squeeze, but I don't fancy it unless I absolutely have to. I really don't like this guy. Lots of equipment, but useless. beef jerky, huh? Okay, so it'll automatically refill my battery if I have none left. It's an old storage locker. Want some posters of playmates. Oh, just home to dust and decay. It's a vehicle key. According to Red, I just need to find a can of gasoline as well. Should be somewhere else around here. I think I heard spiders. Wait, where the hell am I? What? I'm sorry, excuse you? Ooh, I am mad. I am fucking... Oh. I don't go through all that shit again. Okay, yes, I know. Lots of beef jerky. Yes, thank you. Now let's fucking get on with this shit show. Jesus. I'm actually mad now. Are you happy? You fucking made me mad, game. Way to go. Way to goddamn go. Fuck you. You made me mad. I hope I hope that was what you were going for. Because if so, yeah. Congratulations. Why does that instantly kill me? Why can't that just... Ugh! Why can't that just fucking drop my health a little bit? Or a third? Or even a half? Jesus Christ. That'd be better. I mean, that would at least let me know, hey, you're doing something wrong here. Maybe try something different. But no. No. It just had to fucking insta-kill me. Fuck you. Fuck out of my way, you goddamn box. You know what? I'm not even gonna say I'm sorry, because I'm not sorry. I'm just... It's bullshit design. If you don't want somebody going somewhere that is blocked off by Steam, how is it fucking realistic in any sense that the Steam will insta-kill you? Because it's not gonna. I can promise you that. Paint's peeling on the old locker. You spelled peeling wrong. It's bound to be rusted shut. Inuit Mythology, Christian Foresight, first published 1903. Over the past 100 years, our people has seen something of a religious revelation. The Kalalate... I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Something tells me that if I'm pronouncing it wrong, none of you are going to know the proper pronunciation. Anyway, Inuit in general might be said to have seen the error of our ways, and Christianity has become increasingly embraced throughout the Arctic communities. It is the purpose of this paper to explore the true roots of our long-held beliefs, and to uncover how they might be justified today in our newfound enlightenment. As such, this essay will be the first I have written in English, as opposed to our native Kalalek. Animite. It is no coincidence that the word animak bears resemblance to the English word angel. Are you sure about that? 'Cause it bears absolutely no fucking resemblance except for the two first letters to me. The Animite are the Inuit equivalent of the soul, an undying entity, released in the death of its worldly body. The concept itself is obviously... Sorry about that, I must be getting tired. I mean, after all, it's only 4:13 a.m. here, folks, and I usually have gone to bed by, at the most, 2 hours ago. Anyway, the concept itself is obviously well grounded in decent Christian belief. However, previous thought has been blasphemous to the extent that souls have attributed to all beings, man or beast. To claim such a thing would be to imply that the killing of a beast for food is the same as the murder of your fellow man, and such a belief simply cannot be held to civilized Inuit. Terngait. Legends speak of disembodied spirits, malicious in nature, sabotaging tools, turning hunts bad, and at times even possessing the weak or unfortunate. A Terngag appears to have no recognized or agreed origin, both in terms of the legend itself and the individual being, causing great doubt to the entirely justifiable. Can we, in our Christian foresight, really believe in possessions and evil spirits? It seems perfectly clear to this writer that the real origin of the Terngait belief lies in the Christian demon. For as we are taught by the generous and selfless Moravian Church, without whose support our people would no doubt have starved many years ago, the demon is capable of possession and of countless other atrocities which only the good Christian man can avoid through a lifetime of humility and devotion. Angakuit. With the conclusions reached above, the status of the cherished Angakuk, the tribe shaman, should be obvious. Such people are in league with the Terngait demons, working side by side to control and contain the Kalalit people. We have no need for such superstition and suspicion breeding people in our Christian ways. The Protestant priest can perform all of the Angakuit's duties, and more beside. God. The final challenge of a work such as this should be to find the nature of the Christian God. and to ask why he has not been present for so many years of Inuit belief. Until recently, the Inuit people wrongly attributed to Anamit. Sorry. No, I pronounced that correctly, I believe. Until I'm just going to start from the beginning. Until recently, the Inuit people wrongly attributed the Anamit almost godlike status to, in certain cases, and treated the Turingite as the devil incarnate. It is no major leap of faith to suggest that such beliefs have been underpinned by a central concern that there has been something missing in Inuit life, that something is indubitably God. So I'm guessing that is something to do with the right... I mean, I'm guessing the author was an Inuit who was converted to Christianity. That reads as somebody who was converted from their native belief to Christianity. Either that or somebody who was... I don't know, maybe raised Christian in a society of those who were outside of the Christianity belief. One of the two, but either way, it's attempting to obviously justify the Inuit traditional beliefs in the context of a Christian mindset. Definitely interesting. I suppose I can trust these things a bit more. I'm not dead yet. Still, they must have a purpose. What could it be? Alright. Now that I have saved, I actually think we're going to end it there. We have made a... I don't know. I feel not as good of a progress as last episode, but we've made progress nonetheless. We're definitely mapped out this area and have crossed, I believe this is the second, maybe third save point now. So this is about a good place to stop. Also, I've just run out of alcohol that I feel capable of consuming without getting a hangover tomorrow. Hell, I'm probably still gonna have a hangover. Anyway, as always, this has been Lukan. I am very glad that you managed to tune in through the end if you're still here. As always, I do have to request that you like. If you have enjoyed the playthrough so far and my content at large, sparse as the uploads may be, please do drop a subscribe. If you want notifications, unfortunately you're gonna have to click that bell because YouTube is YouTube. We'll just put it that way, and you pressing subscribe doesn't register to them, hey, you want regular notifications for when I upload. Part of that's on me due to me procrastinating and in general being a lazy fuck. And without the, what's the word? I'm completely blanking on the word. I can't even think of a synonym for the word I was looking for. That is how bad I'm blanking right now. But without catalyst, that's what I'm thinking of. Catalyst. Without the catalyst of alcohol, I really can't be fucked to produce the willpower necessary to upload a video, much less record. So I'm hoping I can get that shit together because I'd really hate for just drunk playthroughs to be the gimmick over all of my channel. But regardless, I really do want to upload more regularly, and I am well aware that I have to finish the series that I currently have underway before I go ahead and start on new shit, which is just more of an incentive for me to finish what I'm already working on, because we've got Doom Eternal coming up, and I thoroughly enjoyed the first game, so I'm definitely going to want to do a playthrough of that. So before then, I have to finish up this playthrough. I have to finish up the Resident Evil 4 playthrough. I have to finish up the Resident Evil 1 playthrough. I do want to do maybe a Resident Evil 2 playthrough for the, at least the Hunk playthrough. Because I failed that enough times, I feel like there will be some decent amount of content for that. Silent Hill 2 is another one I need to finish up. Even though that's just stream highlights, I haven't worked on that at all since that first stream, which I just ripped and uploaded here. And then the same goes for Majora's Mask, the N64 version. Well, rather, the GameCube version, which is just a port of the N64 version. You get the idea. Point being, I have 4 or 5 different playthroughs I have to finish up before Doom Eternal comes out. I believe that's next month. Possibly December. Either way. I will see you in the next video. As always, this is Lukan. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.